cats at home for now 8 years. And until 7 years everything was okay. But then one of those cats started scratching itself more than cats normally do. And it's been getting worse, and I wonder what I can do about it. If I can change the setting somehow. I'm a bit desperate about the situation. Maybe you can give me a hint.
One moment, we are scanning. Have you been in a close relationship to someone? A relationship that ended, this person leaving, choosing another train track over the past 1.5 years?
I sublet my flat to somebody, and that brought about a change, for the cats at least. I was not there. So, but the problem was before that, and I heard that while my sublessee was there, everything was actually better with the cat's health situation. But since my tenant left, I witnessed that the condition of the one cat got worse again. And I did change the diet to the best diet I could give, only raw food. But still, it seems to be a psychological problem, and it might have something to do with that person who stayed in my flat. It's now gone, but I cannot call her again to live there. That is not the solution. There must be another solution.
We keep returning the question to you. Has there been a person in your life over the past year that you feel has left you, or have you been feeling an urge to get the attention of that person back? Have you felt left in some way, shape or form?
Not at all.
In the past 1.5 years?
Not at all.
Is there a part of your life where you're not fully living your joy?
Long time back. Longer time back.
A creative part that you would like to share with other people that you do not feel acknowledged in right now?
No idea right now.
She's reflecting to you. A part that is looking for comfort, love, vulnerability, safetyness. Is there a wish for a relationship in you that you are not listening to?
There is that wish, yes. I always had the idea since half year maybe, or since 1 year, that we live like in a triangle relationship, 2 cats and me, and I feel the need that we should become 4.
Is there an inner dialogue going on within you?
Sorry?
Is there an inner dialogue going on within you?
Yes.
Where you are not quite certain of your position in this new wish?
Mm.
A fear, perhaps. that it may not happen. A structure around it. Not intentionally. We are just poking your subconscious a little bit.
I'm probably afraid to lose my freedom. In some sense.
There you go. There you go. She's reflecting that to you. For how can you open up when you're hiding behind your fear, within your fear? You see, how can people find you if you're under that cabinet of losing your freedom? Your two cats are playing out that scenario in front of your eyes to assist you to see where you can assist yourself. They are the relationship. They're playing the relationship on a stage. The one cat has gotten under the skin of the other cat in an itchy way. Do you see? If fear is involved, how you can get under one's skin in a negative way, in a negative sense. But the longing for love and acceptation of the cat with the issue, the hiding cat, is so big, and you know it. You have understood this message. You do know in your heart what this is about. Does it resonate with you? Do you understand it now?
Let's say almost. Yeah. I need to reflect on it a bit.
Take your time and investigate within yourself why you are afraid to leave, to lose your freedom. If you would go into a relationship, or do you want to go into that here right now? You want to reflect on that for yourself?
Yeah.
Then do you feel your answer has been, your question has been answered?
Yes. Thank you.
And thank you. There is so much love for you here.
I was having a few questions, but mostly about you, the guide. Like, how are you related, connected to Wieteke?
I see myself as a parallel live version of her, a future live version from the rays of the YahYel. We are connected, both genetically as well as, in that sense, spiritually, through the oversoul. That would be the short version.
Okay, thank you. And where do you live? Like, do you guys live on a planet or on a ship? Or
We
both?
are on the road a lot. There is a planet, there is a home planet that we can go to.
Okay, and is it in the vicinity of Earth? Or?
It is within your solar system, yes.
Okay, and...
Not on your frequency yet.
But we're moving there?
You're moving there.
Nice. And can you tell us a bit more about yourselves? Like, maybe what you do during a day? If you're not channeling.
Apart from talking to you guys.
Yes.
For me, myself, and a group around me, we are very much involved in your, in a sense, ascension process, guided by, assisted by the Pleiadian race. We work very closely together with your and ours, in many ways, hybrid children, as being the fifth hybrid race closest to you on what you would call your timeline. This affinity is very strong. We are very close. We very much feel the family bond. This is why we are showing ourselves and contacting with many of you in many ways. Many of the sightings also are our ships. The YahYel, we have several ships shapes, colors that we use to play this hide and seek game with you all. Pay attention, if you like, to our drawings in the sky. There will be more. We contact with you, we contact with other races. We play amongst ourselves. We enjoy art, music very much. We play games. We co-create in many, many ways as our heart so desires. We love nature. We communicate with nature on our own planet, on our ships. We bring parts, in a sense, like you have your chamber plants, seeds sometimes to communicate with before we bring them back. We play with nature. We communicate through sound sometimes, bird song, even on your planet. You will receive that as different, as if hearing a bird for the very, very first time. We have many ways of playing with you in that sense. We are being ourselves to the fullest in every moment, as best as we can. We love.
Okay, thank you very much. And maybe it's superfluous, but do you have any messages from the YahYel to mankind at this moment?
Be yourselves as much as you can. It is that simple.
Thank you.
It is that simple, but we understand it is that simple message that is often such a big challenge for many of you. But it is that message that is the most important from us to you. As with every step that you take into your own alignment, you are taking yourself home. And we do share the same home.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Okay, I just suddenly popped into my head my soul. What planets are my origins?
Your soul's origin is universal. It is all that is-ish. So in that sense, what you are probably actually asking is, what are my closest interstellar connections? Is that right?
Does that mean which planets I have lived the most lives, for example, or where you say the closest relations? Is that where I have been the most, or?
Which interstellar lives overlap most with this particular human life that you are living now?
Okay.
Is the question from our perspective.
Yes.
As
please.
otherwise there's no way to answer it.
Okay. Yes, that's the question.
Because you are source, you are the one, you are connected to all that is.
Yeah.
And that would be a very short answer. Can you count to 5 for us?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pleiades, serious actors, YahYel. And another one that wants to stay a surprise for you.
Damn it, I knew it because the one you said I already knew, so I was hoping that I could get some more.
No trickery. You'll get it.
Okay.
Some other way.
Okay.
Does that answer your question for now?
Yeah, can I ask one more? Because I don't know if this makes sense for anyone, but I have this feeling like I'm in many dimensions at once, and it's like in one dimension I really can't figure things out. It's like I don't I have this feeling like I've been here so many times, and what was the key again? Now I'm here again, but I don't remember what I'm supposed to do.
That's the point.
I have to remember all over again.
You don't have to. But you are doing that. If you see it as a have to, you're not making it yourself very easy, you see. You chose to. You thought it would be fun. Maybe that's the first thing you want to remember. Makes everything else a lot easier. You humans and thinking in terms of homework all the time. You're not being punished, really. You trick yourself into treats after doing something, right? That's kind of the idea. You know, the gift of rediscovery is so incredibly big. You are doing this because the joy of rediscovery is bigger than the challenge.
Yeah.
And there is no other way to have that gift, to be able to unwrap that gift, than to go through that challenge first. And that is fun. When you see it from that perspective, when you remember that part first, you will have so much fun with your challenges. It's, again, only those sunglasses, the color on it, that you get to choose, that you get to freely choose in any given moment. That depends what it looks like on the outside for you. You see?
Yeah.
And yes, you are in many dimensions. In any given moment you are in many dimensions. And of course there is one where you can't figure things out. That's just one of the colors on your palette to paint your painting with. And you can take that one if you want. It's actually very freeing to permit yourself to be that version of you, to not figure stuff out, to have that be okay. You don't have to resist that color. It's just one other layer or dimension, whatever you want to call it, of you. You see? You wouldn't be complete if you did not have that option. You're free to not be able to figure it out at all. If you want. And if you were not free to be able to do that, you would not really be free now, would you? You see? Can you play with that?
Yeah, and I feel less pressure, so thank you.
Take another few deep breaths in and out. And enjoy your freedom. We love you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, we've been talking about life purpose and also about these shades. And I feel I've been wearing pretty dark shades for many years.
All right.
And I would like to have some more light shed into this. And I'm aware of that I can choose and that I can create my own existence in a certain extent, but there are some things I can't really figure out, and it's causing a lot of pain and causing a lot of anxiety and depression and loneliness in my life. And yeah, how can I move on from this place?
What is one of those things that you feel you need to figure out, or what is the biggest one if you want to share?
The biggest one, I guess, is that I have a feeling, it's a very strong feeling of that I should do something. I should come forth with some kind of
Absolutely genius thing, right?
yeah. some kind of genius thing, some kind of create something, come out with my, I don't know, with something. And I feel kind of always behind a glass door in a way that I feel, yeah, that I can't really get into. I can't get my seeds to grow for real. It feels like.
Well, they're really growing, but they're really growing this idea of not being able to reach it.
Yeah.
And that is a real growth. First of all, we want to tell you that. And you have chosen, in a sense, to grow these seeds now, to learn from it something, so you can move forward from this experience that, as we sense it correctly, you have had quite enough of. You see. So what is this thing that you want to put forth? What do you enjoy most sharing in your life or doing for yourself alone? There's no difference at this point.
It's funny because my head is just shaking, like, no, I don't know. I kind of buried a lot of passions, but when you ask, I think it has to do with singing. That is something I really enjoy and have loved for very deeply, but kind of put that on the side.
Why?
You know, it's too much. It's too much pressure. Then it's too hard a world to navigate in sometimes.
Dear one, we do not want to sound jokingly, but if you are asking yourself to be an opera singer tomorrow, that is a lot of pressure.
Yes.
You see? Do you sing in the shower? Do you sing along when you hear the radio or a song that you love?
Yeah, but not so much anymore.
Because of the pressure?
Yeah, I'm confused about this passion. If it was an idea that I just got planted, and I've been singing a lot. I've been singing and making music, and you know, I've done it a lot. But it feels like an idea that I've had to let go of. But maybe I should let it go, you know, or maybe I should focus on something else. Maybe I should teach.
As we sense it, you have just conceptualized it to a degree where you feel resistance to start singing. Correct?
Yeah.
Even for the slightest bit. Because it needs to turn into something giant, into the future.
Yeah.
Why don't you take your singing back into the now? And sing like you did when you were 5, 6, 7 years old. You see? Because that's the child in you that wants to sing. And it is on that level that you want to sing.
Yeah.
This is why we said in our example to begin with, what is it that you want to share / what do you want to do for yourself first? And to do for yourself first what you have been longing to do your entire life, basically, is what will eventually lead you to sharing with others, because you cannot share from a place that isn't healed and loved and nourished to begin with. So we would say, little songbird, turn inward and nourish that child version of you that's been longing to sing for so long. Give her permission and sing in any crazy way that you like. Shock people with it. Who cares? It's not about this amazing career, and that part doesn't have to be the amazing career. The career will be the logical side effect of whatever you feel at any moment in your life turns out to be the one thing that you love so much that you can do it almost full automatically, that money will be thrown at you for it. Whether that is singing or something else. You see? And you like surprises. You all do, otherwise you wouldn't be here. You like surprises, so why don't you let universe unfold that for you along the way that you merrily, merrily sing, build with your notes as you go along. And in the meantime, keep doing what you're doing and just see how things start flowing a little bit more, note for note, as you bring the music back into your life. How does that resonate with you?
Very beautifully. Thank you so much.
There's so much love here for you, and we will come to your concert. Even if it is a solo one under the shower. We won't peek. Feel free.
Thank you so much.
Set your heart free.